The galaxy had always underestimated humans. For eons, other civilizations, the sleek, psychic ZYRN, the massive, crystalline Zeldrak, the amphibious and cunning Corlati, had dominated star systems, traded technology, and waged wars. Humans, with their fragile bodies and seemingly primitive technology, were barely acknowledged in the Interstellar Council. That arrogance would cost the galaxy dearly. Chapter 1. The Challenge. Admiral Ralthon of the Zeldrak Dominion leaned over the shimmering holographic table, claws tapping impatiently. The council chamber aboard the flagship Eternus hummed with a tension that could be felt across the void of space. Around him, species of all shapes and sizes murmured among themselves. The humans have colonies on worlds they barely understand, Ralthon hissed in his metallic tongue. Primitive weapons, feeble fleets. They won't even survive the next solar storm, let alone a coordinated strike. I concur, said High Emissary Zaina of the ZYRN. Her translucent, serpentine body coiled in the air, her voice musical but sharp. Their biology is fragile. Their society is chaotic. Sending hunting parties should yield minimal casualties. The Corlati ambassador, a slick creature with mottled green skin, smiled. And their worlds are ripe with resources. They won't know what hit them. The decision was unanimous. Humans would be hunted, not as equals, but as prey. Chapter 2. The Hunt Begins. On the edge of human space, a fleet of alien warships emerged from hyperspace. Cloaking fields shimmered around them, hiding their true numbers. They descended on the human colony of Orion 9, a mining world known for its rare minerals, expecting resistance to crumble in hours. Commander Elena Ramirez of the United Earth Fleet stood on the bridge of the destroyer USS Vigilant, watching the incoming alien ships on her display. Her jaw tightened. They think we're weak, she muttered. They've made a mistake. Her crew of 3,200 humans were exhausted, under-equipped, and outnumbered, but Ramirez had something the aliens didn't. Adaptability. As the first alien vessels fired energy lances, the humans' reactive shield grids flickered into life. Explosions tore through the mining colony, but humans fought back using guerrilla tactics, hit-and-run maneuvers, and improvised weaponry. While the aliens expected an easy hunt, they found themselves facing humans who refused to die quietly. Chapter 3. Humanity Strikes Back. Days into the attack, the humans had lost much, but they had learned the aliens' patterns. Ramirez devised a counteroffensive that would make the galaxy remember why humans survived millennia of extinction events on Earth. Using captured alien drones, the humans reprogrammed them to feed false data into the enemy fleet's command network. Ships began firing on one another, mistaking their allies for targets. Looks like our prey can play their own game, Zaina hissed in disbelief, watching her fleet crumble from the control bridge of the ZYRN flagship Luminous Veil. Meanwhile, human engineers on Orion 9 rigged the planet's core to detonate in controlled pulses. They didn't plan to destroy the world, just to make the aliens think they were trapped in an unstable gravity well. Admiral Ralthon's flagship was caught in one of the pulses. Gravitational distortions tore through its hull. He roared in anger. They are adapting. Impossible. Chapter 4. The Turning Point. 3 human battleships, including the USS Vigilant, executed a daring boarding maneuver using stealth pods. They infiltrated the alien capital ships, bypassing energy shields through electromagnetic pulses that temporarily blinded the alien systems. Inside the corridors of the Eternus, humans moved silently, using energy blades and compact rifles. They targeted command centers, releasing alien prisoners and disrupting critical systems. Ralthon, trapped on his bridge, watched as humans infiltrated ship after ship. They moved like shadows, fast, precise, lethal. "You will regret hunting us," Commander Ramirez said over the ship's communication network, her voice calm but deadly. "Humans are not prey." Her words echoed across the void. And then, the humans revealed their final gambit. Chapter 5. The Reckoning. The humans had seeded Orion 9 with gravity mines, small devices designed to mimic the mass of planetary bodies. Using precise calculations, they detonated the mines in succession, creating microsingularities that tore through the alien fleet. Ships were crushed, swallowed by artificial gravity wells, or flung into nearby stars. The galaxy had underestimated humans' ability to turn desperation into innovation. Ralthon barely survived, drifting in a damaged escape pod. The ZBRN fleet was annihilated, the Korlati vessel scattered, and the humans, though battered, stood victorious. On Orion 9, survivors looked out at the remnants of the alien armada burning in orbit. Ramirez wiped soot from her brow and addressed her crew. "Let this be a warning," she said. "We survive. We endure.
And we adapt.
No species in this galaxy will ever mistake humans for prey again." Chapter 6. The Galaxy Learns a Lesson. Word spread quickly. Across star systems, communications buzzed with disbelief. Humans had destroyed an interstellar fleet almost twice their size using ingenuity, courage, and sheer determination. The Council of Galactic Nations convened in emergency session. Species that had once scoffed at humanity now approached with caution, or fear. Zaina, humbled, addressed the Council. "We misjudged humans. Their resilience, their cunning, it is unlike anything we have faced." Even Ralthon, nursing his wounds on a medical station, admitted grudging respect. "They are extraordinary." Humans, meanwhile, began solidifying their presence in the galaxy. Colonies once considered insignificant became strategic strongholds. Scientists reverse-engineered alien technology, and Earth's military strategists shared new tactics that would protect humanity for centuries. The galaxy had learned a painful truth: underestimate humans at your own peril. Chapter 7. Humanity's Place in the Stars. Years later, Admiral Ramirez would oversee the construction of the Star Wall Initiative, a coalition of human colonies designed to defend against future threats. Stories of the Orion 9 battle became legend. Children on countless worlds grew up hearing the tale of how humans, the galaxy's underdogs, turned the hunt into a lesson in survival and supremacy. The humans had started as prey, but they had evolved into predators in their own right, not through cruelty, but through courage, ingenuity, and the unshakable will to survive. In the silent reaches of space, the burned remnants of the alien fleet floated as a warning. Never underestimate humanity. And for those who tried, the galaxy regretted it instantly. The aftermath of the Orion 9 battle left the galaxy in shock. Entire fleets of ZYRN and Zeldrak vessels had been annihilated, leaving worlds in disarray. Rumors spread of a single human fleet, battered but unbroken, standing victorious against impossible odds. On Orion 9, survivors sifted through the wreckage. Dust choked the air, and smoke rose from shattered habitats. Yet amid the devastation, there was a sense of triumph. Commander Elena Ramirez walked through the ruins with her crew. "Look at this," she said, gesturing to the makeshift memorials that colonists had built for fallen soldiers. "Every life lost here fought for the future of humanity. And we won." A young engineer, barely out of her teens, approached Ramirez. "Commander, do you think the galaxy will ever respect us now?" Ramirez smiled, though it was tinged with sadness. "Respect? Perhaps. But fear, yes. They'll remember humans are not prey. And that's enough for now." Across human space, Colonies celebrated their hard-won freedom. Stories of courage and ingenuity spread from world to world, creating a new legend that humans could survive anything, even when the odds were stacked impossibly high. Chapter 9. The Council of Caution. In the remains of the Galactic Council chambers, the surviving alien leaders convened. Their once proud fleets reduced to ashes, they spoke in hushed tones, a mixture of awe and dread in their voices. High Emissary Zaina addressed the assembly. We have learned a grave mistake. Humans are not what we believed. Their resilience, their cunning, their ability to endure, these are traits no species in the galaxy can afford to underestimate. Even the Corlati, known for their pride and arrogance, nodded in reluctant agreement. We challenged them as prey and nearly paid with extinction. Humanity is no longer just a species to watch. They are a force to respect. From the shadows, Ralthon, injured but alive, muttered to himself, they fight with a spirit no weapon can crush. If only we had known. It was a lesson etched in the memories of all. Humans were no longer prey. They were predators in their own right, not of cruelty, but of survival, determination, and ingenuity. Chapter 10. The Human Renaissance. Back on Earth, Ramirez received commendations from the United Earth Federation. Yet, she refused accolades alone. This victory belongs to every human who stood, every mind that innovated, every heart that refused to yield. We survived together. Scientists began reverse engineering alien technology scavenged from Orion 9, ushering in a new era of human advancement. Faster-than-light engines, advanced defense grids, and energy weapon prototypes began rolling out of human shipyards. Colonies that had once been considered remote outposts transformed into strategic hubs, each equipped to defend against any future threat. Young cadets on these worlds grew up hearing the stories of the Orion 9 battle, not just as history, but as a code. Humans endure, humans adapt, and humans never submit. Even centuries later, children would play at reenacting Ramirez's boarding maneuvers, imagining themselves as heroes who outwitted impossible odds. Chapter 11. A Warning Across the Stars. As human influence expanded, messages were broadcast across the galaxy. A simple warning, encoded in every communication channel. We are humans. We survive. We endure. Attempt to prey upon us, and the galaxy will remember the cost. In distant systems, alien civilizations paused at these messages. They had learned their lesson. The galaxy, once teeming with arrogance toward humanity, now approached with respect, caution, and, for some, fear. And in the deep reaches of space, the remnants of the Zebyren and Zeldrak fleets floated silently, a stark reminder that the age of underestimating humanity was over. Chapter 12. The Legacy of Orion 9. Decades later, a memorial stood on Orion 9, towering spires engraved with the names of every human who had fallen in the battle. Ships passed overhead, each crew reflecting on the courage and sacrifice that had changed the galaxy forever. Commander Elena Ramirez, now an admiral, stood at the memorial, her hair streaked with silver, but her posture unbowed. She placed her hand on the cold stone. "They thought we were prey," she whispered. "But we became the hunters of our own destiny. Humanity will not just survive, we will thrive." The galaxy had made a grave mistake. They had underestimated the human spirit. And now, centuries into the future, that spirit would ensure humanity not only endured but rose as a force that shaped the stars themselves. As the twin suns of Orion, 9 set behind the horizon, their light reflected off the scars of battle. The message was clear, unspoken yet undeniable.